If you remember, we're back at the scene of the derailment. 2 cars came off. The problem is, or one of them, the weights inside. I was in a hurry to put this together, so I just kind of stuck the weights in there. They aren't evenly balanced. It may not even be the correct weight. It's supposed to be a 6-inch car is supposed to weigh 4 ounces. So I have a 7-inch car here. These come apart so nice, and yet they hook well with these KD couplers. I love that. This is a 7-inch car, so it should weigh 4.5 ounces. So I'm going to go over to the workbench and take all of these cars, and I'm going to add the weights. This one has been weighted. I'll verify it. Verify the weight is correct. And see if we can get this going. I really want to hit this. It's a 2% grade from here all the way up to the train station. I'd really like to do that. We'll see if it will. I've moved all the cars over here. This is just a postage meter, postage scale. Turn it on, checks itself out. Come on. Maybe I gotta set it still. There it goes. So it's at 0. We'll go a little closer. I'm going to start with this car, the Stark Trees. Put everything on there that is included with the car. The weight we're going to want for this one is 4 ounces. Let me put these on. These weights came with it. So that's 2.9 ounces. I have these weights that I bought. They're 1/2 ounce. So if we put, that's 3.9. I'm going to say that's close enough to 4 ounces. So we'll stick those together and reassemble it. Also, you can see, I have my tape measure set up here. It's pretty close. It's just under 6 inches. It's 5.5. So actually that's probably maybe even a little bit too much weight, but I'm going to go with that. All right, 3.9 ounces. Let's take all this off. Remove the scale. These have a little hole. Come on. Okay, I'm going to put some Gorilla Glue to hold that in place. These are pretty easy. They just peel off. No, they really do. I like to keep the weight even as much as possible. Spread out front to back of the car. That looks good. Okay, there's one. 11 more to go. I'll get those done and then we'll go back over and see if it's going to work. Okay, 12 cars on. All aboard. Here we go. See how far we can get. The track is still shorting out a little. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, it's spinning already. Come on. Oh, it's going to make it. Come on. Yes. It did it. 12 cars. Amazing. That's my biggest yet. Of course, you know, well, I don't know if I can get under the tunnel. Oh, wow. No, I got to derail. I need to clean that track up a little bit. Good job. Okay. I'm going to work on that, get that I still haven't taken the lights off. I need to do that. Need to get the lights taken down, the Christmas lights, get decorated again, and work on that track a little bit. I'd like to be able to go all the way around without it unhooking. I'm really impressed with those KD couplers. They're great. So, an hour and a half later, I have cleaned. You can still see flakes of snow. By the way, I will never, ever, ever do that again. That has been a nightmare to clean up. I'll be picking one at a time, probably the rest of the way, but it got inside of the track and it gummed up the train, the locomotive. So I took everything off, and now I still have the locomotive on here, and it was shorting out something terrible. It just would stop, chug chug, especially right here at these junctures where they would change tracks. So I went around. I used a sponge, just a sanding sponge, and lightly just went over the whole track. And then with my hand, I wiped it down, and there was a black residue that came off. So I got that out. The sand around the tracks where I sprayed it and watered it down, I mean with a glue, so that it wouldn't loosen up, and yet it still did. So I had to hand pick all the way around there, every little pebble, especially to the inside of the tracks where the wheels go, where they ride on the track. I did that, and still the locomotive was it was chattering. It would stop, and then it would just plain stop. So I knew I had something on the wheels. So this is what I don't know if I'm embarrassed to say this or not, but I did do it. I Googled what can you do for wheels and if they're gummed up. And they mentioned some products which I didn't have, and I wanted to get this thing going. So this is what I did. I'll back you up just a little bit so you can see. Right here, as a test, I took WD-40. How many of you are screaming right now, don't ever do that? I put a bead, and I'm not recommending it to anybody else. I'm just saying this is what I did. I put a bead of silicone, or WD-40, I'm sorry, on both tracks, and managed to get the train, I managed to get the train here. So I got it this far, and I had to like push it over this, and it would still stop. And then I back it up. I ran it back and forth 5 or 6 times, and all of a sudden, it just started working. It stopped the chattering. It's very smooth now. The one concern with WD-40 is dust. Just in the air as it sets on this. That's why I did just a small portion. This I've since wiped it down, so there's still some residue there. Anyway, okay, so that's that. So this is going to be for the record books. I want 12 would be my record to go all the way around. I've done 11 in the past and gone on every track, even in the tunnel, out the tunnel, all the way around. And I want to do that with 12. And then at 12, it starts to spin going up there. So I'm going to check this out. I want to show you how it hooks up the KD coupler. Let's just take a minute for that. All right, let's just back this thing on there. Just bumps it lightly, and away it goes. So I'm not going to bore you with every single little detail, but I want to run the train all the way around without a derailment or an unhooking. Each time I go around, I'm going to add a car. I won't go all the way through, like, here's number 2, here's number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I just want to run all the way through. This is number 1. Let's see if it makes it. Made it through one track going into the tunnel. Normally I would slow or speed up to get through the tunnel in case it stopped. But it's going. All right. I'm going to, for my own satisfaction, continue. Well, you know what? This is one thing I like about the KD is backing up, because I didn't want to go that way. So I'm going to individually hook up. Maybe I'll show you when I'm up around 6. We'll try that. Okay, I am up to 8 cars and the rail. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The tunnel is where it seems to be sometimes a problem. Will it do it? It made it. All right. Now we're going on the other track in the tunnel with 8 cars. All right, 1 completed loop. Oops, I forgot to switch it back. Okay, so we're going to add some more cars. All right, after I don't know how many hours getting the track all clean, spick and span, everything connected well, everything I can think of, I'm ready to try for 12 rolling cars, rolling stock, and a locomotive. That would be the record to get all the way around here. Let's do it. Okay, all aboard. All right, it made the hill. I found right on this corner, right there, I have some derailments occasionally, and then I have had problems going into the tunnel. So far it's going good. Everything's riding smooth. Those 2 cabooses had a tall smokestack, and they got caught underneath the tunnel, so I had to cut them off. And I found I had to slow down at the turnouts. Oops, I missed that turnout. Let me just change that. Okay. Sorry, we'll try that again. Seems if I slow down on those corners, it's less likely to derail. Really like my tunnel. Okay, we're coming into the spot where there's 2 turnouts. Let's see if they make it. I need to complete all the way around on all the track without a derailment. That last car is really bumping. Oh, I got through it. Okay. Looks like it's going to work. And I think, of course, you know, I need to add some more trains to bump that up. I don't know if I get that on this video or not, but I'm going to try it just to see. Okay, this is 13 cars. I don't know. I got an idea. This is where it's going to start spinning. Giving it full throttle. Oh, even right there, spinning already. You know what this means? Time for a second locomotive. Let's do it. Let's back these cars up. See if they derail going backwards. So far, looks good. Oh, that's a lot of pressure backwards. With these KD, that's really nice because you can just, they unhook real easily. BNSF locomotive number 2. Oh, look at that. You think they'll hook up themselves? It looks like they did. Love those KDs. All right, let's go back and hook on to the train, the rolling stock. Oh, it's not hooked up. What? There it goes. Big deal right here. Wow. You don't know how happy that makes me. Okay, let's see what this thing does. And we're gonna go. Oh. All hooked up again. Let's see how we go. Smoothly. Oh yeah. If they could just stay on. Let's see if they. I don't know. It's quite a bit of weight. It's 13 times 52 ounces plus the 2 locomotives. I have to go slow through these turnouts. I don't know. A lot of rattling. Well, it made it. Made it through there. There, one full circle. 13 rolling stock and 2 locomotives. Well, thanks for coming along on this ride. I'm pretty excited. I guess I'm satisfied for breaking records and whatnot. For now. I'm going to start working on the entire layout now. I have, what is it, flock, the grass that you can put down, things like that. Going to work on the train station, and I need to get some other buildings and some heights to all of this. Yes. That is just pretty cool. I love this. Okay, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And leave a comment, hit the like button, tap the bell,